Hello guys and girls, how's it going? Screezilla here, and I hope you're all well. And you join me today in the G.55 Series O pre-production plane. This is by far my favourite fighter in the game. I adore this plane. I really can't get over how much I love this plane. It is just a fantastic vehicle. And, well, this thing is so good in dogfights. It's one hell of a plane for a dogfight. Now, the reason I like the pre-production more is because of the centre mass of everything. So if we look inside here, you've got two 50 cals at the bottom, two 50 cals at the top, and then you've got a big old 20mm in the middle. The other thing with this plane is you've got a fairly decent chunk of ammunition. So I think it's 300 cannon rounds, and then around about, I think it's 300-ish, no, 600, I think it's 600 MG rounds. And that means you've really got quite a lot of firepower behind you. And it's very centralised as well. So you're going to get a lot of heavy ordnance down the track very quickly. Now, the other thing about this plane is it's a great climber as well. It's a good all-rounder. Now, you want to be flying this plane medium to low altitude. It doesn't excel at high altitudes. But at these lowish altitudes, if you're flying low to mid, you will just slaughter so many things. The plane's a fairly decent construction as well. You tend to be able to take a few hits and knocks now and again. And it just really is a fantastic fighter to play. Honestly, if you've got the chance to play this plane, play it, because you will just love it. You will fall in love with it. It's a pretty... well, it's an easy plane to be good in, but it's a hard plane to master. That's what I would say about it. You know, I'm good in this plane. I wouldn't say I'm mastering it. I'm able to get probably about 1 or 2 kills a game in this thing, though. So that does say a lot about this plane, considering it's me flying it. Because I'm a complete donkey when I'm flying. I'm useless. I'm fine in a bomber. As I said, look, give me a bomber and I'll fly it all day. Give me a fighter and I will just bollocks up everything. And you will see in this replay that I do bollocks up quite a lot. My aim is not quite perfect. I always just have that issue of just aiming a little bit too high, I think, and I just shoot over the target. And I just can't quite, or shooting under actually, I tend to shoot under, sorry, I just can't get the lift quite right, and that's a common problem for me. And I know it's a problem, and I'm trying to fix it, but I still haven't fixed it, so, you know, the usual things. Anyway, we're fighting the Allies, of course, and, you know, with Operation Summer going, everybody's going for kills and bombers and all this stuff, so, you know, people are really, really doing their best to be, you know, trying to get quick games, trying to run out the tasks as quick as possible. I mean, you need about 18 kills, 10 victories, and 10,000 pounds of TNT damage, or 20 assists. So it's quite tricky. It's not the easiest task, but you can generally knock it out in a couple of hours if you're really having a good day. It's taken me, I think I started this around about 6 PM today, and it's now 1 o'clock. So it took me about 4 hours to get all the tasks done. And of course, I'm just bulk doing it. I'm just doing it in one big lump. I was working on the tank task today anyway, so I sort of, most of my time I sort of pissed away on the tanks this morning, and that took me about 8 hours to do. Anyway, as you'll notice, I'm just looking behind me, and there's a lot of people going for that Halifax. Because, as I said, in this Operation Summer, people just go nuts for kills, and bombers are generally easy kills. So we're in a bit of a position here where we're the sort of highest fighter at the moment, and we've got a lot of decent high-altitude fighters around us. So I'm going to start going in. Now, trying to pick a target now, and this is the hardest thing. When you're sort of at this altitude, you've got to pick your targets, and you've got to pick those fights. Now, I notice there's a Firefly, and I think, that is a juicy target. The Firefly is a juicy target. Now, the Firefly is not a terrible plane. It's not a great plane, but it's not a terrible plane. It's got some very good cannons on it, so you do need to be careful of it. So it's coming in head-on at the moment, so we're just trying to spot it, and It's just dived below us. Now we're in a cloud bank at the moment, so we're going to lose visibility quite a bit through this. So we've got the manoeuvrability on it, but because we're going so fast, we are a little bit less manoeuvrable. Now, going around and put my flaps out and don't pull them in quick enough, so I lose a flap there, and that's sort of not really helped my cause in this. So we're in a bit of a spiral now, and of course the big thing is we've got to look out for other players, because in this moment we've got a lot of enemy planes around us. We get some damage onto his tail. Now he's going in for a dive, and as you can see, the Firefly is quite good at getting manoeuvrability out of the way. Now this is the Mark 1, so not the best. Now, the other thing to watch out for in Operation Summer is basically all of your teammates, because, well, everybody will sit on your 6 and shoot, because nobody gives a damn. They're all after the fast kills. So, firing a little bit low there, trying to get this Firefly down. And he's going into a dive, and that's it. Dead. Okay, easy enough. Now, we've got to basically pick our next target. And as you can see right now, we have a BF-109 pretty much on our 6. We've got a P-61 to the left of us. We've got a P-63 behind us, a Typhoon coming in on us. And that's about it at the moment. So we're in a bit of a pickle at the moment. So we've really got to try and figure out what's going on. Now, of course, I don't see any of that behind me yet because I'm just going forwards. There's a P-47 right in front of me that I've got to try not to hit. So we spin around. And luckily right here, the BF-109 is going for the P-47. So we miss those. He misses the shots on us, and we're managing to turn. We're going to outturn this BF-109 pretty easily. There's a P-61 in front of us, and there's a Typhoon, and there's a P-63 coming in on us, and it's just trying to pick those targets is just impossible. You're just constantly in a sort of heightened state of attack right now. Now trying to get this P-63. I get a couple of little hits on it, a couple of little love taps, and we set him on fire. Okay, good, he's on fire, so that should be him out of the way. Now, the BF-109 is right behind us, so we've got to try and turn in on him. So we turn in, some terrible shots, we're just doing quick bursts, very close to hitting his tail, but we're just missing. Now, coming in, this should be good. He's diving a little bit, we've just got to get in a little bit closer. Big burst, take him out. That's the BF-109 done. Okay, what are we looking at now? Okay, so we've taken out the BF-109 and the Firefly. We've also taken out the P-93. Okay, so we didn't get the BF-109. Sorry, I was just trying to figure out what was going on there. So the BF-109 was shot down by the P-47. We just got an assist, even though we did the most damage. So now we've got a Typhoon in front of us and a P-51 to the right of us. But everything else is looking clear. So we've got to try and get on there. Now that G.55 is being attacked by the Typhoon, so that's a priority target to get. We want to basically try and get him off his tail. So trying to turn in right now, and it's very close. We're zoomed in. We get it. Boom, he's dead. Unfortunately, the G.55 has been damaged, so the G.55 is down. So we've just got a P-51 remaining in this area now. And that was one hell of a little dogfight. Now, I just paused it there a couple of times just so you could just get a breather, because that was very intense. The 3 kills and 1 assist in a very short period there. That dogfight lasted maybe 2 or 3 minutes at most, but it felt like it lasted like an hour. Now there's P-51s coming in. Miss our shots. Going to spin around on him. We've got the manoeuvrability here. He's going for that BF-109. The BF-109 is round behind us. So we're running a bit low on cannon shells now, but we've still got our 50 cals. Just got to try and get this on target now. So we're just going to do saw blade motions of just cutting down on this guy. We get a good hit, set him on fire, and that should be it. So we just set off a few more rounds down range, just to make sure he's dead, and that is it, out of ammunition. We are done. So a little twip of the wings there, and he crashes. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was 4 kills, 1 assist in a very short period of time. And that P-47 tries to shoot us down because, you know, P-47 players. So yeah, the G.55 pre-production series, one heck of a plane. And that was game. So let's just head back to the hangar and we'll just look at the post-stat results. Okay, so let's just have a look at those results. That was an extremely fun game there. The G.55 is just such a good plane. I am absolutely loving playing it. So we got 3 fighter rescues, 2 Avenger, double strike, shadow strike, ×4 actually, terror of the sky, and bulletproof as well. Yeah, that was fun. Decent score there as well. So 4 kills and 1 assist. Really quite happy with that. Alright guys, well, enjoy the rest of your summer grind. That was another complete for me as well, another mark of distinction, so not too upset about that. So it just puts me a little bit further on Operation Summer. So, as I said, the G.55 is just such a good plane. The series, the pre-production series is my favourite by far, just because of that central mass you have. It's really quite good. My aiming's pretty poor still, but even with my crap abilities, you can still have an amazing game. Alright guys, until next time, this is me, Screezilla, out. Bye-bye. Well, we'll take this guy out as well. If he wants to die, he can die as well. That's fine. We can kill him too. I'm more than happy to kill people today. Oh, I've got an S-boat over there. Hello. Hello there. A little Schnellboat. Let's just let's get you actually in range and get those actually hitting. If they're hitting, that would be really great right now.